What's up, everyone? Welcome in. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a great weekend thus far. Again, what a Thursday night football game last night. I mean, does it get any better, Aaron? Chiefs, Chargers, two of the young superstars of the game. First prime football game, huh? How about that? I thought they did great on the call, dude. I'm excited to see where it goes. But this is Friday here on Snaps, which means it's time for us to give you some of our best bets. Remember, Snaps is presented by FanDuel. Go ahead, sign up for FanDuel with the promo code SNAPS. We have all sorts of great deals going on constantly. Subscribe to the Volume Sports YouTube channel. And, let's just dive right in. Because I am feeling fat and cocky today, Aaron. And it's interesting because my first best bet here, I think it's a game where you were going to be on the opposite side of. And that is Purdue at Syracuse. Give me the Orangemen minus the 1.5. And I'm going to ask you a simple question here, Aaron. Who is the top-rated passer in the ACC? Do you know?
Oh, baby. Garrett freaking Schrader, the former quarterback / receiver. Yeah.
Okay, I had no idea that you knew that, so this kind of takes away. I'm going to pretend. Okay, who's the top-rated passer in the ACC, Aaron? It's not Tyler Van Dyke. It ain't Keaton Slovis. It ain't Devin Leary. It ain't DJ Uiagalelei. It ain't even Drake May. It ain't Malik Cunningham. It's Garrett Schrader. How about it, dude? Garrett Schrader right now completing 79% of his passes, 264 per game, 11 yards per attempt, 5 tuds, no picks. They handled UConn. They handled Louisville. I'm feeling good about Babers at home. The Dinos roll. Give me Syracuse minus the 1.5. Aaron, what you got?
I'll be on the opposite side of you on that one. I think O'Connell, quarterback for Purdue, goes in there. The kid's like 24 years old. He knows how to play on the road. I think they take care of business. That's not one of my picks, but like I'm just throwing like an anti your pick out there a little bit right now. I'm going to go with my dogs first off on Tank Top Friday. I put my red on. I'm feeling the dogs. I'm feeling Georgia. Last week, 33 points. It was a good victory. Shut them out. They look good. It was efficient. Get in, get out, get the backups in. And what did we hear all week? Negativity. Oh, this offense, they couldn't score in the red zone. And Stetson stinks. And just like, wow, let's pump the freaking brakes. Let's pump the brakes. This is still and is going to be one of the best offenses in not just the SEC, but I think in all of college football. I think they say, guys, we took the week off. Yes, we made some mistakes. But now we're going to put our foot on the throat of them Gamecocks. And we're going to absolutely dominate this football game. I think they dominate from the set go. I know it's going to be hot. I know it's an intimidated stadium to play in, but Georgia's just better. Straight up, they are better. Gamecocks lost a couple guys on defense. They can't protect Rattler. I think Rattler is overrated. All that being said, I think Georgia runs away with this one. I don't think they're going to let up either. I think this is a game that Georgia's looking to score 40-plus points. They're going to continue to score in the fourth quarter, and USC just doesn't have it on offense, and they're going to be trying to do too much. So give me my dogs 24.5.
Go dogs, go. Crush them cocks. Aaron told you here first. So no concern. We've seen South Carolina trip up much better Georgia teams before. Yep. No concern about Beamer Ball. They stayed pretty frisky last week against Archie. Okay. We're going to see.
No.
We're going to see.
Not happening.
My next best bet. Every now and then, Aaron, you're presented with what feels like, as Ryan Brumley, our excellent producer, put it, an Admiral Akbar game, right? It's a trap. Well, Michigan State at Washington is a weird-ass line. It currently sits at Washington minus 3.5. And you're saying, wait, how's that possible? Michigan State's 11th in the country. Like, I don't even know anything about Washington. They're not even ranked. And to me, what that tells me, it's like you said, what does Vegas know, right? I think the public is going to hammer Michigan State here, despite the fact that we don't really know what Michigan State is, and nobody really does. You're just going off of last year and the Mel Tucker contract and everything, right? I don't think I'm going to bet this game until it gets closer to game time because, look, I'm all for this stuff, but I do think this line will move. I think it probably gets to 3, maybe even 2.5, so I'm going to wait till closer to game time. But I am fading the public here, sniffing out the trap, okay? And I am going Washington to cover And check this out. I told you who was leading the ACC in pass rating, who is currently leading the Pac-12 with 341 yards per game. Michael Penix Jr., 6 tuds, 1 pick, 70% completion, 10.3 yards per attempt. Plus, I love their coach, Kalen DeBoer, okay? After he's from Millbank, South Dakota, age 47, came from Fresno State after the Jimmy Lake debacle. I mean, have you ever seen a team, Aaron, coached by a 3-time AFCA NAIA Coach of the Year? Okay, because that's exactly what you're talking about with DeBoer. So, Washington to cover, and I'm giving the people a little special bonus, tiny Penix pump parlay. Okay,
give it to him,
little tiny Penix pump parlay, just a little extra return, a little extra girth. We're talking about 2-1. That's going to pay out. You're going to bet Michael Penix over 277.5 yards passing, and you're going to have Washington covering, and you're going to get paid out 2-1. There you go. Penix pump parlay in the books.
Nothing
Aaron,
makes me happier. Nothing makes me happier than when an offensive lineman shows this much love to quarterbacks. Your first 2 games, what did you talk about?
Yeah.
Quarterbacks.
Yep.
Even the big guys know it's about the pretty boys back there. So I appreciate you understanding that.
Jesus.
And understanding that if you want to win a football game, it starts with the quarterback, not the offensive line. So
fucking
good by you, T-Bob, for recognizing that.
I bet you wish your O-line done a little bit better job protecting you from Nick Fairley. Okay, it's a little hard to protect yourself in that situation,
always
wasn't it?
Got to go low with the Nick Fairley comment when something bad happens, don't you? All right, my number 2 game this week. The Frosty era is over. The Frosty boys. This is a little jab at you a little bit over. Goodbye.
Rip.
Goodbye. RIP. They're not going. They're at home versus Oklahoma, getting 10.5 points. Nebraska doesn't win football games, but they keep games really damn close. And I just don't know. I don't know how good Oklahoma is right now. I definitely don't know how UConn sucks. We can all agree on that one. But Oklahoma is they're good. I think Venables is going to have them in a good position to win the conference this year. But I want to see it against a good team. They played UTEP and Kent State to start the season off. Struggled a little bit early last week versus Kent State. Ran away with it in the second half. But this is on the road. It's a big time rivalry. The whole play better when your coach gets fired. It's a real thing. It really is. Look at TCU when they got rid of their coach. They came out and won the next week. So I think they're going to want to show out. They're in the home crowd. And once again, I go back to the fact that they know how to play in close games. They know how to keep games close. It's going to be a raucous environment. I think it's going to be troubling for that offense for Oklahoma to communicate. So all that being said, Nebraska is going to lose once again, probably by about 3 points. So they'll keep it entertaining.
You had a lot of ice caps melting, a spring thaw. There were a lot of different directions you could have gone there. And you just spit on all of them. Also, I hate now that you've already talked shit to me about quarterbacks because my third pick is also going to feature a quarterback here. But look, I'm not an idiot, okay? I love chess, right? In chess, your pawns are worth 1 point. Your bishops and knights are 3, rooks are 5, the queen is 10. Okay, football's the same way. It's not to say that pawns aren't very effective. It all starts up front in chess as well. But yeah, man, your queen play. It's 10 points. Of course, it's going to have the biggest impact. So with that in mind, putting on once again my sniffing nose, just hunting for good lines out here. I really love Kansas plus 9.5 at Houston. Okay. And I know it's been a long time since anybody has wanted to rock chalk when you're talking about football, but we are entering a new era of Kansas football. First off, their quarterback, Jalen Daniels, last week against WVU in a great upset affair in Morgantown, in which they were 14-point dogs, won that game outright. He was 18-29, 219, 3 touchdowns, 12 carries, 85 yards. Very solid game from Jalen Daniels there. Is it Daniels or is it Naylor? Did I make this up? Damn it. I don't know. The point is, okay, the point is the Lance Leopold era. The Lance Leopold era in Kansas is officially underway. Houston is a team that barely survived UTSA. They lost to Texas Tech. Lance Leopold beat Texas in year number 1. Check this out. Since 2021, since June 2021, 45% of these scholarship players on Kansas have been turned over. 31 transfers. And Leopold, you're talking about one of the great all-time D3 coaches. Six natties at Wisconsin Whitewater. 3 bowl games at Buffalo. 2 bowl wins, okay? How about this? 2-time MAC Coach of the Year. What has Dana Holgerson won? Nothing. His Wikipedia page says the only award he won was an FWAA first-year Coach of the Year. What the fuck is that? That's nothing. Okay, so check it out. Kansas plus 9.5. My bet of the week. Book it, dude.
I like it, T-Bob. I like it. I'm a little bit nervous on my last go because we always say, like, what the hell is Vegas thinking here? And I like scratched my head when I saw this. I'm like, this is too good to be true. But, you know, Vegas is still Vegas and the house always wins. So they know something that maybe we don't. But I looked at California going on the road to Notre Dame, getting 11.5 points. Currently, Notre Dame right now averaging 15.5 points per game. The offense, atrocious. They're 0-2. Coach Freeman, 0-3. Worst start by any Notre Dame coach in his career. You know he's due for a win, right? He's got to win a game eventually.
Yeah.
But Buckner's out. Drew Pine is in at quarterback. You couldn't score points with your starting quarterback. What makes me feel like you can score points with your backup quarterback? I'm a little bit nervous about that offense. You know, Notre Dame's defense, they're elite. We know they are. But can Notre Dame even score in the 20s? California right now, 2-0 heading to this game. I like their quarterback. Plummer has played well to start the season off, has played a lot of games in his career. So I think they go in there to Notre Dame. Obviously, you never overlook Notre Dame. Even if they're 0-2, you kind of still look at the brand. You're on the road. There's going to be a sense of focus. I know Notre Dame's hungry to get a win right now, but where is that team? I think we're going to start to see is how good of a coach is Coach Freeman. And I think they pull out their first victory. I'm hoping they pull out the first victory. I just don't see them being able to score that many points once again this week. They're just not good on offense, and their backup quarterback's in. So give me California going on the road with that 11.5 points.
Go Bears. Yeah, we will. Notre Dame. If Marcus Freeman doesn't win this game, then that's a complete disaster. And of course, like you said, Jack Plummer, man, son of Steve Plummer. Great guy.